So guys, welcome back. So guys, welcome back. Today class will be trashing at Apple. Now at Apple has become something else, understand? So in as much as we are together in this business, we always try to see that we help ourselves. Try to see that we help ourselves. So in the line of this business, you can understand that once you create an account with Apple, okay, in the line of this business, we all understand that at Apple for now is like the king of all the survey sites. It's paying very well, NMOC. So it's paying very well. So you see that our major challenge now is creating account and then the account get deactivated. So what is the good news? Now the good news there is that we can now rectify that. We are able to rectify that problem and that challenge, which has always been the major talk. So how do we do that? So how do we do that is by getting another phone. So is by getting the iCloud. So there is a solution for iCloud. So if you are not able to purchase the, for instance, iPhone now or any other device, let's say your device location has maybe cast or your ID already has been flagged off. So what we need to do here now is to get a cloud phone or a visual phone. Now, this visual cloud phone, how it works is it's just like, you know, we have been getting the visual phone number, right? You get a visual phone number which you use to work online. Same thing applicable with the phone. Now, what you just need to do, just like you subscribe for your visual phone number and you use to work on site, you also subscribe the visual phone and use it to work. So, whichever iPhone you wish to use, since you are not able to buy the iPhone, so what you just need to do now is go to the app and then subscribe for the, just log in, create your account, and you'll be given a visual phone. How this works is you'll be seeing series of phones there, and you pick the one you want. You pick the phone you really need to use to work on the site. For instance, now let's just say cloud, which we are already talking on. So you just pick any of the cloud phone you want, and boom, you are good to go. Now the thing is, the Apple will not be able Apple will not be able to detect that your device. Apple will not be able to detect it. So once you are able to get it, once you are able to create the account and purchase it, what you need to do next is to start your survey there. So inside this app, we have a proxy. So there is a proxy, inbuilt proxy inside the app. So that inbuilt proxy now will help you to be anonymized. Like is a strong anonymizer. So it helps you to reduce that detection and then and also yes, it helps to reduce that detection. So instead of your account to be like maybe flag or easily, you reduce that flag. So that is also many persons have been using, and at the end of the day, you see that they are getting maybe getting declined account or getting successful survey account. So once you are able to follow the step I'll be laying out or getting this app, and then you should be able to get a good successful account on this Apple. So that is just all about Apple and how you can successfully get rid of this account banning and flagging of a thing. So that is just all. And then another thing again we have to say trash here is curious cat. Curious cat again lately some of the students of my students in the platform have been complaining of creating an account, or maybe when you access the site what you notice is they will tell you VPN detected. So what you need to do here is to get another phone. So you get a second phone and then hotspot the other phone. How do you do that? Now let's say you have a phone A, alright, you get the phone A and the phone B. The phone A is the host, right, is the host, and then you get the phone B. So the phone B is dependent on the host. The phone B is dependent on the host. So therefore, whichever activities, whichever information that is on the phone A will display on the phone B. Now let me break it down so that it doesn't get more complicated for us. Now this is it. The phone A is it, the phone A which carries your proxy. It carries your proxy login, carries everything, carries all the proxy login and all that and that. What you just need to do, once you see it, you see the server which you have to copy, right? The server is on the phone A. And then in your phone B is where you want to host, like you are using it, like you want to connect just the way you normally connect hotspot and Wi-Fi now. So you go to your Wi-Fi, on the Wi-Fi which I'm going to show you, you click on the more button, right? You see more information. I'm going to show you a screen record on how this is being done. So you click on the more button, and then you select VP, and you see proxy there. Select the proxy, then you'll be asked to put in the proxy, the server, right? So once you put in the server, and then you are good to go, connect it. Once you connect it, you see that first you don't rush to the site. You have to now go do your analysis. Now run your in-depth analysis. Once you run your in-depth analysis and you discover that yes, it has successfully change to that location which we are aiming at, then you are good to go. Then you now access the curious cart. Now this is it. Once you access the curious cart, it no longer tells you VPN detected again, because you have been able to dribble them and bypass that detection. Understand? Because they only, what they did is they tried to step up their security features in order to limit persons, maybe individual that are using proxy. So they just try to step up their security features so as to limit these persons from accessing their site. So when they try to step up, you also try to do research on how to bypass those restrictions and those features. So this is just it. So by the time you do this, you'll be able to get access to your survey account again, or your platform, or whichever platform you're trying to get access to. Then back to the other one. Once you get the number, is also once you get that mobile, that virtual phone, you see that you'll be able to carry survey. Now you will not be carrying survey in your normal phone again. You are taking survey on that visual phone. You are taking survey on the visual phone. That's where you'll be taking it. So that is just all about this. So next I will be moving to the screen record to give us the overview on how this works, and then I also show us the name of the app so that you start working on it, and then you keep